I almost traded my 1969 vintage C10 for a Sprinter van. And honestly, that would have been the easier decision. But instead, I decided to turn my other truck into the ultimate camper. So I bought myself a topper, and I'm gonna see if I can't do this entire build for under $1,000. The problem is I've never built anything like this, and I'm not really good at building. So either this works, or I passed up on van life for no reason. Now the truck topper cost me $500, so it's gonna be a whole lot cheaper than a Sprinter. But we've also got some supplies that we gotta get. I don't think that this build is gonna cost that much, but you're gonna be super impressed with what it looks like when it's done, I promise you that. So we're off to Home Depot to get all the stuff that we need for the build out. Now there are some tools that I need that I don't have. First, I have to get this pocket hole jig that I've never used. Now the majority of this build comes out of 4 sheets of plywood. The rest of it is basically screws and brackets. I don't think that this build is going to cost that much. When it's done, I think you're going to be super impressed with what it looks like. Oh, I forgot my bag. All right, made it back to the house. I've got all of the supplies. We got the tools and everything. I got my buddy Justin that's gonna be helping me do the build. I did have to go back to the store and buy this because I forgot. So I got a WaterGuard wood stain sealer because I want that wood to have a nice color once I get everything installed. There is the floor, the base. We got it cut to where I can close the tailgate. And now we're gonna make the rest of the cuts and then start making all the holes and then attach this thing together. The directions aren't 100% clear, but they're good enough, I think, that we're going to be able to do a good job at this. We decided to cut everything all at once, which sounds efficient until you realize that if you mess up one measurement, we ruin every piece. So this is either going to save us hours or completely wreck the rest of the build before it even starts. All right, we have all 4 boards cut, so all the pieces are in piles. I got shelf pieces over here, drawer pieces over here, more pieces over here. I really have written them all down, and then the scrap pile is over there. So now on to assembly. We're gonna have to use the pocket hole jig to make all of the holes to assemble it and to put the screws in to hold everything together. That's the next part I gotta figure out. I've never used one of those in my entire life. Now this little jig right here is the difference between this looking homemade and actually looking legit. It drills angled holes so all the screws disappear, which is great, assuming I don't completely mess it up on my first try. We got the base of it all done, so we got a little drawer spot here, big drawer spot right behind it there, and then we'll have the 2 storage compartments over there, but that's the base of the bed. Right now we're gonna build the drawers next, and then we can start putting all the rest of it together. All right, we got 1 drawer complete now. We're gonna add this thing in over there. That's the big drawer, so let's see how she fits. Look at there. Perfect. All right, here's the update. We finished up day 1 and ran out of time, but we've got the majority of the base completely done. Flooring's all done. This is the extra sheets for the way the bed goes. When I have to get the bed in and I get everything completely set up, I'll show you all that part. Right now, today's job is to finish out the shelving unit over here, which is going to need my power bank to sit on. And I did finish out the corners, both sides. Those are cubby holes. I'll kind of show you the full tour of everything once it's completed, but I wanted to kind of give you an update. But drawers are in and functioning here, and then also the other drawer that pulls out over there. So yeah, it's almost all completed. I just need to do the finishing touches on the shelf, and then we're going to get everything put in here so you can see what the final product looks like, all decked out. All right, it is day 3 of the build. I bought my little vacuum. This is so cool. The vacuum fits perfectly in that little hole, so I can keep this in the truck at all times. Now we're going to get it staining. So we're going to be using this, which is an Olympic water guard, and it is woodland cedar. I think it's going to make this plywood. I got the cabinet grade plywood, which is a higher quality plywood, and so that's the reason why it looks so nice. But I want to get a good seal on it, so therefore if I spill anything, or also keep it from absorbing dirt and all that type of stuff. So it's going to look absolutely fantastic. Now this is the moment I was most nervous about, because right now it still looks like raw plywood. But if this stain comes out right, this is where it stops looking like a project and starts looking like a camper. Wow, I just got the first coat on. Can't wait till that dries to see what the difference in color is going to be. I know that wood grain is going to come back out again. It's wet right now, but all right, got a lot more to do. That is a completely different truck. Same wood, same build, but now it's actually starting to look finished. There's still a few pieces drying and a couple of details left, but we are one step away from turning this into a full setup. And this next part is where either everything comes together or it doesn't. Boom, there you go. All done. A couple hours of staining. I got everything stained. So it's still drying a little bit, but that looks a ton better rather than that unfinished wood. Can't wait to get all of everything else that I'm going to be putting in here all set up so you can see what that looks like. Yeah, only two pieces that are still out there drying are those two pieces that slide into the floor right here. I want this floor to be 100% dry before I slide those in. That's it for now. I'm going to show you the finished product. I got a few more things, the kind of details and the cushions, the lights, the fans, all the wiring, and I'm excited. We are almost there. We're like 90%. I got the 10% left to do, and I'm going to give you the full tour of this build out. We are finally done. It's time to unveil the final product. Let me show you. I've added some new shocks so that the door slides up automatically. But first, I've got this thing in couch mode, so I want to show you around a little bit. Come on in. This is in couch mode, so basically this is kind of a hangout. I got my fans that I can have kicking back here. I can move those anywhere around that I want on the rail, so those are fully versatile. I have over here, look over here, I got my power box over here, so I've got everything I need to power the entire back of the unit here. I can plug in a power strip, plug anything in that I want. Here's my chair if I want to hang out outside, but I can also use this as my TV stand, so I can put my phone up, because that's what I use to watch TV anyway. Boom, watch my YouTube videos, whatever I want to do right here, and kind of just hang out, right? You can hang out this way, you can hang out this way and bang your head, but lots of different ways. I think like 3 or 4 people could hang out here, back here, perfectly. Right here, I have these little stretchy cords on here so that nothing gets knocked out. Here's all my spices, oils, salt, pepper, steak seasoning, everything I need to cook while I'm on the road. All right, now we're gonna transform this thing, and I'm gonna show you around all of the storage units and everything. So first we got the one drawer that I built right here. So in this drawer, I have all my cooking stuff, propane, plates, knives. I've got a complete pot set, 3 pots there with a frying pan. I've got my coffee cups. I've even got my electric water that goes into this jug right here so that I have running water, and that's a 5-gallon jug. I can set up on the tailgate, and I can, you know, set my burner up right here and do all my cooking right here on the tailgate. I've got a little cooler, but also while I'm traveling, if I want a big cooler, I just can switch this out and add a bigger cooler, because you see there's plenty of room there to add a much larger like cooler if I want. I have everything bungee strapped in so that it doesn't go sliding around while I'm driving down the road. To transform it into a bed, what we would do is we're gonna slide this bottom piece of wood out, this bottom piece of wood out. Here is the other drawer. Haven't even put anything in it yet. It's a massive drawer, but for bed mode, this is gonna go right here, all right? So that's gonna provide the platform for the first part of our bed. So we take this, drop it in right there, slide it to the back. Now we take out our cooking drawer and then throw this guy on top of the cooking drawer. Now we're going to transform it into our bed. To do that, all I do is take the back pad. So we're going to arrange our middle cushions here. And then we put the back cushion in. Now there's a little overhang here, but that's not a big deal because I'm just going to lift this up, close the tailgate, tuck that guy in, and basically you got like a full-size queen bed now. So plenty of room. If you want to put your head on this end and be on the upright, you can, but plenty of room to sleep in here. Let me show you. So plenty of room. I am 5'11" and I fit in here perfectly. I can sleep with my head at this end, but I'm also going to add some pillows and blankets and stuff in here as well. All right, so now I want to show you the rest of the storage. So let me turn it back into the couch. All right, now we're back in couch mode. I have two additional, there's actually 4 storage bins back here. Let me show you. So all you got to do is just take this couch cushion up, right? And under this couch cushion, so I've got complete storage inside of underneath the couch here. So I've got one side, I've got 2 sides, so you got one here and one here. So both of these guys open up and there's plenty of storage in each one of those. I haven't even filled them yet with stuff. And then I've also got storage in the corners. So these also lift up and provide storage. There's my coffee pot. I got some extra bungee cords and stuff in here. So you got additional storage over here as well. Over here, another smaller, slightly smaller bin, but another place to be able to store things. All right, I did want to show you that I do have the lights installed, and what I've done is I've installed them inside of the rails here, above, and here, but I needed to wait for it to get dark for you to really appreciate how well lit this thing is. It's absolutely crazy how beautiful that looks. So that looks so cool. So that's it. We got everything that we need to have a full-blown adventure vehicle. I'm going to be able to do a lot of adventuring in this truck the way it is now. So I'm super excited. So I hope you guys liked it. I'm going to give you guys a link to the guy that I got the plans from. There's another YouTube video. He had the exact plans, and this is for a 6.5-foot truck bed of a Dodge, a Chevy, or anything along those styles. And the plans worked perfectly, and I adjusted the build out just slightly for my truck, but other than that, it was worth the $3 for the plan. So I'm going to link his video in the description, so check that out. And can't wait to take you guys on an adventure in my new adventure setup. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you watch another one of these videos, and we'll see you on the next one.